I had visited the Indianapolis when I was a little kid. It was the first Navy ship that I'd walked on board.
I went on in 1942, and I was on there until 1945 when the ship was sunk.
I was a fire controlman, a rangefinder operator. I had a battle station that gave me a ringside seat to the whole war.
I was a Marine Guard that guarded the components of the two atomic bombs, a fat man and a little boy.
I had the 8 to midnight watch in Damage Control Central.
I had just got off watch at midnight, and I went back aft and laid down because it was hot down below and everything.
I got off a watch at 12. I go down to the Marine compartment and I got my blanket. I didn't get my K-Pock life jacket, I don't need that. But on the night of July the 30th, just about 14 minutes past midnight, code red, stand by, fire! And every 2 seconds he fires a torpedo. He fires 6 torpedoes.
I looked up and there in the forward 2 doors into the wardroom were these great swirling caterpillars of flame that came in.
And I jumped up. I was in my skivvies, and I just jumped up and put my pants and shirt on and was carrying my shoes. And then the second torpedo hit. So I stood there for just a few more minutes, and then the ship started to go over on the starboard side. So I slid from the port side over to on the starboard side and hit a hatch and tumbled off into the water, and that's where I wound up, was in the oil.
I'm hanging onto that rail, looking off into the blackness of the night, and literally thinking, this is the end of life.
I was scared to death because I knew we'd several thousand miles away from home. We didn't have a ride, and didn't have any food, didn't have nothing. What was we gonna do? And all of a sudden, I remember something my mother told me. She said, I wish I could go for you. We know I can't. I wish I could go with you. We know I can't, but you know who can. I said, yes, Jesus. I just said a little short prayer. Lord, help me.
Stupid me, I didn't have my life jacket. From 12 o'clock to about 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I was just out there swimming by myself.
The better question would be, with sharks around us, and yes, they were all around us all the time. You didn't dare get off that net and swim out 20 or 30 feet. If you did, you was gone.
The sharks would swim up, you'd watch them, you could see the fins coming and you could watch them, and they get up too close to you like that and you'd reach out and kick them real quick.
Keep together, don't drink the water.
A lot of them would swim away from the group too, because they were drinking the water and they were going crazy, and they said, see a ship out here, there's land out here. And they would take their life jackets off and start swimming out away from the group. And as soon as they get out about 10 or 15 feet, well, and bang, a shark would take them.
The worst part of it, a certain number of people decided to go around and everybody had to die, and they went around starting to drown each other.
He went over us and come back whacking his wings. That's when they did that. The prettiest airplane I ever saw.
And he saw heads bobbing up and down. Of course, we were waving and splashing around everything.
Finally, he set that big goose down, and he runs the swells, and well, he picked up 56 boys.
I was rammed by the plane before the guy picked me up and threw me over his head into the plane.
We got over to the basket. The guy asked me, everybody says, how many of you can stand up and climb that rope ladder up to the deck? I said, I can. Man, I stood up. The next thing I knew, I was in a litter up on the deck already where they'd hauled me up on hoist.
And of course, all the groups suffered badly. We figured we had somewhere around 880 maybe in the water, and they only picked up 317.